All right, let's take a look at some of these homework practice problems. On the first problem, we have 2 to the 9th over 2 to the 7th. Notice that the bases are the same on both of those exponents, so we can subtract 9 minus 7 and get 2 squared. For number 2, we have y over y to the 4th. The y in the numerator there is to the first power, so 1 minus 4 gives us y to the negative third. We can't leave it like that because it's got a negative exponent. It's going to ride the elevator down to the denominator. We have 1 over y to the third. Third example. On the numerator, we have m to the 5th and to the 4th. That is simplified. But in the denominator, we have a power of a power here, that m to the 5th squared. That is m to the 10th times n. Now we can begin to simplify using our quotient of powers. Notice that we have 5 minus 10 for the m, which will give us negative 5. But you'll also just kind of notice that there's going to end up being 5 more of those m's on the bottom. Okay? Then n to the 4th times n over 1. So that's 4 minus 1. That's going to give us n to the 3rd. That is simplified. For number 4, we have 2/3 to the second power. That means we're going to have 2/3 times itself. So you square the 2 and square the 3. Both the 2 and the 3, the bases are different, so that is a simplified expression. Number 5. As you look inside those parentheses, you can see here that there's nothing inside there that can be simplified. The a, b, and the c, and the d are all different. So I'm going to go ahead and resort to the exponents and take everything in there to the 5th power. So you have a to the 5th. You have b to the 4th to the 5th, so that means you're going to have a power of a power. You multiply. C to the 2nd to the 5th is the 10th, and then d to the 3rd to the 5th is d to the 15th. Simplified expression. Last example, the 6th. As we look inside these parentheses, you can see that there are some things that we can simplify. In other words, there are 2 bases that are a's and 2 bases that are b's. As we look at the bases that are a's, we have 3 minus 2. That means you're going to have a to the 1st on top. As you look at the b's, you've got 1 minus 2, or you can just realize that you're going to have 1 more b on the bottom. So b to the 1st. So what we end up with is a over b to the 3rd power. That means you have a cubed and b cubed. That is simplified.